So this is the second time we've had this unit. Got no right front headlight. Seems like a simple deal. It's out. The bright's out on that side too. And so there's our brights. And already been replaced with a known good bulb by the customer. And as you can see, parking light's working. So checking the circuit, we find that the ground is shared by the marker light, the turn signal, and the brake level fluid sensor, of all things. So check the circuit, and we absolutely don't have a ground at the bulb. So that would be the problem. After a little bit of checking, we find, if you look right there, you can see that big cluster of wires all going together, sharing that ground G104 according to the diagram. And I suspect that that is not supplying a ground up to this bulb. So we'll test that real quick. We'll grab a power probe. Should have a power probe in here. These things always get tangled up. This, you gotta take this thing off to get access to the battery, which is just silly. But our friendly engineers at Chrysler want to make life difficult, even though they know better. They still do it. For those of you who don't know what power probe is, simple, just like a test light, only we can apply a ground or we can apply power through the unit by testing a circuit. So let's do that. I should be able to. So there's no ground on the circuit. This black and pink, according to the diagram, is the ground right there. So let's go ahead and hold on to that for a sec. And let's jump directly into that ground right there. What that does is that stabs a needle into the wire directly where we can add a power and a ground. And that's positive, that's ground. Alright, and let's go ahead and stick our bulb back in there. The bulb completes the circuit, and if we ground, boom, on it comes. So that tells us I'm applying a ground. So that tells us that my suspicion's right. That ground is broken. And rather than it be broken in the wire, I'm suspecting I'm going to find it right down here in that cluster. That big cluster of ground wires there. You can see it's kind of green and corroded. So we're going to take that apart and clean it and see what that does. Okay, so reinstated the what I done was cleaned and soldered all the black and pink together, and then reinstated them into that eyelet with the two big ground wires. Cleaned the surface up, rebolted it, tested here. I got a good ground here now. Let's put a known good bulb in there and see what we got. Sure. Probably got one in here. It's got to be a 90H13. All right, let's check it. Alright, now just to check it, let's turn that on real quick before we put it in. And looks like, yep, we got a bulb now. So all working, so that was it. So we'll go ahead and zip everything back together. Another quickie there. All right.